Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are ready to deploy one day before the financial report. Now that's timing. Let's go ahead and hop into the command center because we already did our training and repairs, so it should, in theory, be completely good to go. These are some really low amounts of pay. This is a bit spooky on the defend base, but actually this should be a little easier than the last one in theory. We'll see if that's true. Is this a double priority salvage? Yes, it is. We'll take that. Let's see. Do we want to run anything else other than what we have here? I think no. I think this is absolutely fine as is. Darius thinks it'll require more firepower. We'll see if he's right or not. Generally, I have found Darius to be unreliable, to the point where I assume the opposite is true whenever he says anything. Oh boy. But this is going to be an interesting defend base, and sometimes defend base missions, you just fail. There's no way around it. Like, the enemy drops directly on the base, and they just maul it in one turn. Sometimes that happens. And when that happens, you know, you take the good faith fail. It's what you can do. However, this may take a little while. We know that there's going to be a vanguard, and then there's probably going to be 2 lances of attackers. So this may be a little bit of a long one. We need to defend the processing facility. Hostile local government forces have been making increasingly bold incursions toward one of our processing facilities on Outreach. This facility represents a substantial cash investment for Comstar, and its destruction would be both politically and financially disastrous. We need a capable mercenary company to defend the site. Oh, well, that rules us out. Payment will be remitted upon the repulsion of all hostile local government units. The Comstar facility must be running incredibly narrow margins if they can't afford to protect it themselves. Anyway, Commander, this should be very straightforward.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so we know we have turrets, and they're going to be an escort. That's fine. We have allies. Yep, point defense is offline. Friendly convoy. Yep, all good. Where is the enemy vanguard? They are over here. Okay. Seems fine. I think we set up over here. I'm concerned a bit about the location of our Centurion, but I actually think that that is okay. I'm very concerned about the position of our Scimitar. Let's go ahead and move that guy. And I am a little concerned about our Centurion, so let's just place everything manually. Centurion, Raven, Vulcan, Stiletto, and Scimitar. Okay, we'll confirm that. And where are these enemies? Also, where is the frame rate? There's the frame rate. Okay, so we see a Comstar Scorpion, we see a Comstar Sleipnir, actually 2 of them, and we see turrets out over here. There's a Maxim mortar turret, a Calliope, a Cobra. That Shredder turret has no armor. Okay. And a Gauss emplacement. That Gauss emplacement is going to be handy. We do see a couple of local government units down the hill here. That's okay. We're going to take the Raven down over here and get eyes on the Centurion. I'd like to fire the Narc. We should consider that that Centurion probably has an AC-20. Narc first.
Here it comes.
We missed the Narc. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I'm going to reserve now.
Let him come. I'll be waiting.
Okay, the harasser moves up. Gets us eyes on these guys. Okay, we see 2 units in these trees. That's the majority of the Vanguard Lance. Okay. Completely irrelevant. I like it. Now the Centurion moves, and now is when we're in danger. It is unfortunate that that autocannon hit. Luckily, I think that's an AC-10, not 20. Okay, the Cobra missing is, I guess, fine. There is also this guy out here. Also a phase 15 mover. And a phase 13 over here. Okay. Good to know. So we definitely move before they do with most of these. I do want to get our scimitar in behind that Centurion, if at all possible. Currently it's not possible, but we can position over here. Now we're a little close for our LRM-15 on that Stinger, but let's go ahead and light him up with what we can. Okay, a little bit of damage there. Scorpion moves back, does not fire.
Standing by.
Our Stiletto is going to come in over this way, and we'll position like so.
Oh, yeah.
That Centurion is definitely the danger. I'm not going to light up the rocket yet, although I am noting that it's a little short on ammo. I'm going to fire just the SRM for now.
Target confirmed.
There we go. Our escort positions are getting better, and our Centurion is going to move in over here and light this guy up front arc as best we can. I think follow the leader missiles are not great here.
Firing.
Okay. Just in case we had missed, I didn't want to fire follow the leader. Maxim doing actually no damage. I was going to go with a tiny amount of damage, but it's not any damage at all, in fact. We're going to move up with our Vulcan, and I would love to light into that Centurion. Chunk him down. Or miss almost everything. Okay, that works too. Okay, round 2. They're firing on the Owens. Sure. This is the round the turrets will come online. The Harasser moves over. The Wasp moves up. Does not fire.
Talk to me.
The Vulcan is going to walk in behind the Centurion. And we're going to go for a good old-fashioned punch. Actually, we're going to go for a kick, technically.
To hell with the weapons.
Okay, we got the hit there. That's a big deal. It's now unsteady. We still missed the autocannons, which makes me sad. But otherwise, that was a good set of hits. Ooh, good shot on that Stinger, too. I mean, as far as a Cobra goes. Okay, phase 15, that is going to be their Owens. That's not a particularly big threat. The Owens moves down. Fires on the Vulcan with the large laser. It does actually get into the rear arc there, but the Vulcan's okay. We're not too concerned about this.
Yep.
The Centurion is going to lumber forward.
Heading out.
And let's look at hit odds here. There's a Wasp. I think we go for the Wasp here. And we do fire follow the leader.
I'm taking the shot.
Oh, we missed with the follow the leader. Sad. I should have moved the Raven first. That's clear. Okay, let's move the Raven like Stiletto there. Just thinking here. Into the rear arc of this Stinger and do the legendary Raven melee attack? Let's do it.
Confirmed.
We missed the legendary Raven melee attack. That's okay.
Negative damage.
We did get some decent rear arc damage into that Stinger, though. Would have been a whole lot better if we had hit the melee attack. Okay, the turrets are now online. Phase 14, that is... Stinger.
I'm being flanked.
It also fires rear arc on the Vulcan. Sure.
You need more
That's pretty much expected. The Maxim moves up, fires on that Centurion, gets a little bit of damage in there. Now, I kind of want to come down over here and go for some melee attacks on these guys. 34.5. Actually, our melee attack... well, we do have the rockets, though. We can't get into rear arc of the Centurion. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reserve the Stiletto here, and we'll see how the Centurion moves. Some more damage to the Centurion there.
That was sloppy, lad.
Let's let this guy move. Structure exposure. He's going to melee our Centurion. Okay, This is actually perfect for us.
Receiving
The Stiletto can now come up here, melee attack their Centurion, and light him up with both rocket packs. He is the threat.
Move order received.
And we hit the melee attack. That's so huge.
Scored a critical hit.
That is incredibly
I am
huge.
out of short-range missiles.
Oh, double sensor lock? Come on, turrets. You can do better than that.
I can't take much more of this.
And that is a dead Centurion. Nice. Okay, so we're now going to move our Scimitar down over here. I'm going to position it a little further back for ideal range purposes. And we'll position like here. And I would love... We could go for the Wasp here. And I think I'm going to because of the hit odds. Like, that's still going to do a lot to the Wasp in that side arc.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Okay. They fired on the Wasp and missed. That's fine. Next up is going to be the Stinger. It moves over, probably... Actually, it doesn't attack anything.
What do you need?
Our Centurion is just going to walk forward here and maybe just go for a kick on this Wasp. And we're not going to fire follow the leader missiles with those odds.
Got it.
Boop.
Badass.
That is one not happy Wasp.
Score.
I'm actually surprised that that didn't kill it. But it'll probably die to turrets,
Standing
is my
by.
guess. I think that we come over here, and we go for the Owens. Go for the rear arc attack on that. This is a slight overheat, but I think we accept this. Maybe don't fire Inferno SRMs, but rather Dead Fire. And maybe don't fire the Narc for heat purposes.
Move order received.
We did miss the
attack.
legendary Raven melee attack, which is sad.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
Which means that we ended up missing a lot of those weapon attacks, but that's okay.
Heat damage. Damn it. I'm generating a lot of heat, Commander.
Yeah, you're okay for now. We're going to move in... Just trying to decide where I want to move the Vulcan here. And actually, I kind of feel like moving the Vulcan right here.
Confirmed.
Light up that Owens. Okay, that was almost more damage to the Raven. I think that was more damage to the Raven. Awkward.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Scorpion is not going to do anything.
Let's do this.
That's fine. And we're going to position the Stiletto over here as well. I would love to melee attack this guy, but it looks like we can't for some reason. So we're just going to move in over here,
To position.
and we're going to fire on this guy with our SRM's rear arc.
Firing. Rear arc.
Not doing much there, but that's okay. I'd really like for them to finish off this Wasp. This is going to be the Owens moving now. Fires rear arc on the Raven and does some damage there. Okay.
Not much armor left in that location.
We'll see what our allies decide to do. The Harasser does not fire. The Maxim goes for the Stinger. Okay. Sure.
Waiting for orders.
I guess that's fine. We're going to move back here, I think. Maybe a little further, actually. We're going to move back here with the Scimitar. Now, our hit odds are not the best, but that's okay.
I got it.
That's still a lot of damage into the rear arc of that Owens. And that is a dead Wasp. Perfect. And some AoE damage on these two.
Right.
I like it. Yes, we're not surprised about reinforcements. And they're dropping right on the base again. Okay. Very awkward indeed. We're going to get the Raven out of there, I think. The Raven cannot sprint. This is apparently unsteady. Okay. Now it can sprint. But we don't appear to be able to move now. Okay, it was just calculating. We're good. So we're going to sprint the Raven up over this way.
Aye.
and just sink heat.
Yeah.
The Centurion is going to walk in over this way, and I would love to get in over here. I suspect these are only charges. Yeah, those are charges. We're just going to walk to, say, here.
Confirmed.
And we can light up either of these. I'm going to go for this guy, the Owens. Okay. Little bit of damage there. The Vulcan is going to come in behind the Owens and go for the kick.
Roger that.
That is a successful kick. Perfect. That's a leg destruction. And that is a knocked down Owens that is probably not of any threat anymore. I'm hoping that the turrets deal with these guys to some extent. Oh, please. Don't backstab our Centurion. Rude. Very, very rude. Okay.
Commander.
Our Stiletto is going to come down here, and I would love to melee attack the Stinger, and I think that's, in fact, exactly what we're going to do. We're going to come over here, melee attack the Stinger, and give this a go. Oh, we did hit. That's a leg destruction.
I think I hit something good.
Nice. Which means that's a knockdown. Which means that this guy isn't much of a threat either. He actually ejects. Sure. So there's also enemy units down here. This is fine. We don't care about this. We see a Hetzer, a Vedette, we see a Blackjack, and there's a Flea up here. It's immediately going for the building. Sure. That's an Irby. Okay.
Standing by.
Let's see here. How many of these have moved? Trebuchet has, the Vedette has, and the Hetzer has. Kinda perfect. I'm just wondering what our ideal range here looks like. Yeah, this should be about right. We'll position over here. And we'll light up this Hetzer in its rear arc a bit. Okay, some damage there, but some internal. We'll see what our allies do. We're going to have to split up here. There's no doubt about that. Going for the Owens? Sure. Please do. Striker moves out over here. Rear attacks our ally. That's completely fine. We don't mind this in the slightest. Our ally Scorpion moves up, does not attack. Well, let's see who does what. We definitely need to withdraw our Raven and probably Centurion to come help up here. No damage to the Hetzer. And then I think our other 3 units will engage this down here. That's what I'm currently leaning towards. Internal damage on that Owens. Okay. Also a stray shot on us. That's some damage to that Irby. I like it. Okay, phase 11. This Bradford moves, and also some of these guys down here. Okay. Seems fine to me. Maybe we send the Vulcan up this way, and the Centurion down below. Hetzer moves up, fires on our Centurion. Sounds like an Arrow 4 or something. Because that was 60 damage and a structure exposure. Okay. That Owens is taking more damage, but it's not dead. It's still not dead, and it gets up. Or rather, it fails to stand up. Okay. So did that flea die? No, it didn't. And the Irby lost a torso. Okay.
Ready for orders.
So this is the leg that was exposed on the Centurion. And it's in a minefield. That is really unfortunate. I feel like we have to take this risk. Okay. Luckily, we didn't have an LRM ammo explosion. And this is our left leg, so it's this leg that is exposed. And we're going to try to kill this Owens.
Confirmed.
Or get it to eject, maybe.
Commander.
Our Raven is going to need to make its way up here, but again, that minefield is in the middle of everything. And it looks like up this way is the best that we're going to get.
Confirmed.
Yep. Structure exposure there. Trebuchet moves up. This is fine. We don't mind this.
Yes, boss?
So our stiletto is definitely going to come down here. And we'll position down here.
No shooting, just running.
20%? Sure. We'll take
Taking the
that.
shot.
10 damage to the Blackjack's rear arc. That's fine. The flea moves and fires on a building. Okay. Only does a little bit of damage. I'm going to have the Vulcan finish off this Owens. And I'm not going to fire the Ultra AC-5.
To hell with the weapons.
This Owens should be dead. And it's not. Oh boy. Okay, the pilot ejected. Good. There goes the Vanguard. The Cobra moves up. That's a good place for it to go, actually. Engage that Irby. Absolutely. Striker moves out, attacks the Calliope. That's fine. I don't mind that in the slightest.
What's up, boss?
Our Scimitar is absolutely going to move in over here. I would like to move in a little closer than that. Yeah, this is good. We'll move in here.
Full speed, no target.
And we will hit this Blackjack in its rear arc as hard as we can.
Giving them everything I've got.
Decent chunk of rear arc damage there. No attack from that Sleipner. The Bradford fires. Okay. Noted that it has an artillery weapon type. And we're attacking the Bradford a bit there. Sure. Okay. Now the Hetzer moves. Okay, that's not on us. Good. Did it only have the one shot of that 60 damager? No, it still got Thunderbolts. Ooh, Gauss rifle. Okay. Good to know.
My armor's in bad shape.
You don't say. What was that with the Gauss rifle? I didn't even see. Wasn't the Vedette. Which means it was the Blackjack. Okay. That's fine. I think we can deal with the Blackjack. These mines are everywhere. A little bit of damage to the Vedette. I really would have preferred that they attack these guys. That would have been much better. Okay, Maxim moves around in the landmines. Irby fires on the standard Shredder turret. Breaks the armor, but doesn't destroy it. And that is a dead Irby. Actually, no, that was the flea. That's even better. That is even better. I prefer that you didn't go for the Hetzer right now. I prefer that you finish off these guys, but okay.
Talk to me.
So our Vulcan absolutely has to approach down over here. The right leg needs to be the protected leg. We'll position like this. And we go for the Hetzer. Absolutely. Okay. There's some good armor shred on that. I'm going to move the Stiletto over this direction. I want to move it... Here is actually okay. We'll position it here, and we'll go for the rear arc on that Trebuchet. Hit odds aren't great, but we'll take them.
Target lock on rear arc.
Okay. That'll do.
Waiting for orders.
Our Raven is going to make its way up over this way. I'm very concerned about our Raven's leg. There's no doubt about that. But I'm hoping that the turrets can handle this mostly on their own. A miss on that urban mech is not what I want to see right now. Cobra moves up. Okay. Trebuchet fires on the Vulcan. Sure, that wasn't too bad.
I'm here.
Okay, our Centurion's left leg is the one we want to protect. So, I kind of want to sprint it, like, to here? And angle it like that.
Copy that.
Man, still in mine range here. I'm going to Vigilance the Centurion here as well. And let's light up that Hetzer. Hopefully we don't backstab our Vulcan. That would be awkward. I'm going to use Follow the Leader ammo here. And it missed. Great. Hit odds were good, but nope. Okay, they're hitting that Maxim. That's fine. I don't care about that. That is entirely irrelevant to us.
Receiving you.
The Scimitar, at this point, is going to position, like, here. This isn't ideal for the LRM, but this is, I think, the best we can do in terms of getting into rear arc of this Blackjack, which we absolutely need to be in the rear arc of this Blackjack.
Roger that.
That was not great. Bradford moves up. This is okay. We don't mind this. Okay. That is not useful. In the slightest. Goes for the Shredder turret. Doesn't destroy it yet. Emphasis on the yet. Little bit of damage to that Bradford. Scorpion moves over. Sure. That's some internal damage on that Irby, but not a kill. What else do we have? More damage to the Irby, still not a kill. Okay, this is... Actually, he went for the melee attack on the Scimitar. An interesting choice. Doesn't fire the Gauss either.
Armor's holding, Commander. Nothing to see here.
That was fine. I agree, nothing to see here. And here they're going for the tank rather than the almost dead turret. Maybe their plan is to kill it with this unit, but we'll see. I think that's the Vedette. Yeah. It has to be the Vedette. Again, I would prefer that they didn't LRM the Vedette, but I guess it's okay. Well, what's the plan here? Vedette will move, and where will it go? Well, that's rude.
Where's all my armor?
Where indeed. Little damage to the Hetzer, sure. And a little damage to that Striker. And the turret takes out the Irby. That is fantastic. So they've got just the Striker and the Bradford up there at this point. Okay.
Standing by.
So I'm going to move the Centurion, like, over this way, like this. I don't like this positioning, but I'm going to Vigilance the Centurion. And we are going to go for the kill on the Hetzer. Sadly, we missed literally everything. Oof.
Orders.
Okay, the Raven is going to make its way up over here. We need to make sure that the right leg is relatively safe. So we're going to position the Raven here. And we're going to fire on that Bradford, and we're going to narc this in beacon mode.
Roger.
Good. That should help our turrets and our tanks.
Orders.
The Vulcan is really going to try to finish off the Hetzer here.
Fall in behind me.
Like, I would really like the Hetzer to be dead. Sadly, it did not happen. That tank not doing anything remotely useful. Phase 15, the Trebuchet. Now is when I regret my life choices. Oh, okay. No, this is completely fine. He could have exploited the positioning on the Centurion very easily there. Let's go up into rear arc of this blackjack.
No shooting, just running.
And hit it as hard as we can rear arc.
Firing at enemy 6.
Didn't break the armor, but it is softened. They're going for the Bradford. That's okay, but that's an autocannon, which is not going to be helped by the Narc. Okay, who's their other Phase 15 mover? The Bradford. It goes for the Shredder turret, and actually, it could have killed the Shredder turret, but it chose not to, and just fire the machine gun. Cobra's going to attack the Bradford. That's fine. Striker moves over. Once again, could have killed the turret. Could have killed the Shredder turret. That's fine. Armor shred on the Bradford, going okay. And more armor shred on the Bradford. Sure. Phase 11. The Hetzer moves. This is gonna hurt. Oh, he didn't actually fire.
Standing by.
Awkward. Very, very, very awkward. Now, I'm going to turn the scimitar to face this way. But I'm going to move it out a little further, like this.
Position confirmed.
There we go. And then we're going to light into this blackjack and hopefully, fingers crossed, actually kill it.
Taking shot.
That was really bad again on that damage spread. Really, really unlucky. Man. Okay, luckily he missed his Gauss rifle and he was attacking our front arc, so it actually kind of didn't matter. Okay, we're getting into a decent position at this point. Like, getting to this point was super dangerous. But I feel like we're doing okay right now. That Maxim is going to fire on the Hetzer, and I'm okay with this. Okay, good damage to the Striker. More Striker damage. A little bit to the Hetzer. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Centurion is at this point going to move up here.
Confirmed.
Once again, I would love to Vigilance this. Unfortunately, we just can't.
Copy that.
Please die. It did not die. Phase 17, the Trebuchet. Now is when we regret our life choices. Never mind, we don't care. Once again, that Trebuchet could really mess us up. But it has chosen not to. We're going to go for the blackjack here. We missed the punch. Sad. A little bit of rear arc damage there. I would really like to do some more damage with some of these. Unfortunately, we're getting some really bad rolls right now.
Receiving you.
Okay, the Raven is, at this point, going to sprint, I think, over to here. We have to make sure that the right leg is the one that's protected. So, like this? It's not ideal. But I guess we'll allow it.
No target.
And once again, I would like to beacon this Striker if we can. We cannot, but we can do a little armor damage to it, and that'll be fine. Okay. There we go, the Bradford's down. So all that's left up here now is the Striker.
You've got my attention.
That Vulcan, I really want this Hetzer dead. Like, really badly here. I'm going to position the Vulcan. I was hoping to put it here. Unfortunately, that's not currently an option. So instead, we're going to position it somewhere around here.
Follow my lead.
That Hetzer is so low on ammo at the... Or actually, it doesn't have much for ammo at all. But it's so low on armor. Right there. More internal damage there, but I think that was through armor, but it's still a pilot ejection, and I'm okay with this.
Orders.
We're going to move our scimitar over to here, or perhaps here, actually. Yes.
Roger that.
Please kill the blackjack.
Aye.
Structure exposures.
I'm out of long-range missiles.
Indeed. Well, we're going to do a little damage to that striker. It's a structure exposure. It does mean that it'll die quite soon. The Vedette moves up, does not fire. Is it out of ammo? No, it's still got its 2 mag shots. That's okay. Okay, the Maxim firing on the Vedette again, doing 8 more damage. Sure. Striker kills itself through burn damage, I think, right? No, actually, it doesn't quite kill itself, and it doesn't quite kill the standard Shredder turret either. Scorpion moves up, fires on the Striker, does not hit. And the Blackjack moves up, fires on the Scimitar, but we're okay. It hits frontal armor. That's fine. We don't mind.
Can't take much more of this.
It's completely okay. The Shredder turret misses the Striker. I can't help but notice that that Gauss turret hasn't fired. Did it start with ammo?
Internals are taking a beating.
Or does it just not have LOS on anything? Okay, there's that one done. And let's take a look here. Yeah, the Gauss emplacement just hasn't fired. I think it doesn't have LOS.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, the Stiletto is going to move up here again. And we're going to try to kill that Blackjack. Wait, that's not rear arc. That's side arc. I was thinking that was rear arc.
Negative damage. Negative damage.
Oh well. We got some damage in there. So they've got the Trebuchet, the Blackjack, and the Vedette. Oh, and... yeah, they don't have that anymore.
Standing
The
by.
Centurion can position up over here, something kind of like this, to protect its leg.
Roger.
And then I'm going to Vigilance it because we're out of cover. And I think we go for the Vedette here, actually. I think that's the bigger threat, realistically. Follow the leader with 73%. Good. That was some good front arc damage there.
Orders.
Okay, our Raven's going to make its way down, but we're not too concerned about the Raven right now. Now is the moment where the Trebuchet makes us regret our life choices. Nope. Okay.
Orders.
So we'll position over here. And just looking at hit odds. Our hit odds are best on the Blackjack. But Blackjack will die soon. I'm going to go for the Trebuchet.
Roger that.
We did get a couple hits in there, so I think that was worth it. Okay. These guys are not going to do much. Indeed not. Still firing on that Vedette, huh? Okay. Well, next round is going to be the last round. So our Scimitar will position somewhere around... let's see, we don't have any more Deadfire LRMs, so let's position here.
Acknowledged.
Light them up as best you can.
Here it comes.
An engine heatsink crit, but not a kill, but an ejection. We'll take that. That'll be some good salvage. We might have gotten a Blackjack out of that, actually. So this is going to be their Vedette. Okay, going for the Vulcan. It's a structure exposure,
My damned armor's busted.
but we're okay. They go for the Treb. Sure.
That hit something important.
Oh, good. Wait, that managed to hit the Centurion? Awkward. That's in that leg. Okay. Noted.
Leaving you.
So the Raven is going to come down over this way, and we'd want to protect the right leg. So we're going to position like this. There we go. We're firing on the Trebuchet and missing. That's fine. This is the final round.
Talk to me.
So the Vulcan needs to protect its right leg. So we want to do something along the lines of this.
Roger that.
And we're going to light up that vedette as best we can, but that probably won't be particularly well. It was okay. Guess we'll take that.
I'm here.
Now the Centurion, of course, we're protecting the left leg on. So I'm actually going to angle the Centurion like this. And we'll light into that trebuchet.
I'm taking this gun.
Nice.
Got past the armor.
That was very good. The trebuchet is going to fire on something. We don't know what yet. Centurion. Ow. Okay.
Armor breach.
So far we're
Internal
fine.
Damage.
It managed to get into that leg, which makes me a little sad, but I'm not super shocked by this, of course. And let's come up over here and hit the vedette in the front arc, because it has very little armor left there.
On my way.
Hey, we actually hit it. That's nice. And we broke through the armor there. We destroyed a mag
Critical
shot.
hit, Commander.
That's not bad. Rear arc attack there where almost everything missed, sadly.
Ready for orders.
Our scimitar is going to come in over this way.
I copy.
And we're going to go for the rear arc attack on the trebuchet.
All weapons are go.
We did actually get in there and destroy a medium laser and an LRM-15 crit. Okay, we'll take that. More damage to that vedette. It's not quite dead. But this is, of course, the last round. Now it's dead. Okay, we're good. That's all the damage we're going to take. We're not going to be able to kill that trebuchet, sadly. Unless we get ludicrously lucky with some of these LRMs, which I don't think is going to happen. Okay, all good. Fantastic.
Mission successful.
Well, we had some bad rolls there. There's no doubt about that. But we also had some pretty decent outcomes. The blackjack is absolutely something that I am interested in getting, especially with that Gauss rifle. Yeah, those leg damages, those mines, that sucked. But overall, that wasn't bad. That ended up being quite good. In fact, we can get the full blackjack out of this, and that is something that I'm going to do. Bam. Full blackjack. Now, that's not going to give us the Gauss rifle, sadly. I'm going to roulette that, and hopefully we get the Gauss rifle, maybe the bombast laser. We did get the Centurion part. That's really nice. We did get the bombast laser. No Gauss rifle. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these small jump jets and the primitive cockpit and the basic sensors. We did get the Gauss ammo and the mag shot ammo. I'm not sure what we're going to put in that blackjack just yet, though. That's going to be interesting, for sure. But I do believe that that was profitable. It'll take a little while to get all that online, but that's completely fine. It is well past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as soon as we know what this is going to be. I'm going to ready the blackjack, but will not actually set it up until next episode, because this one has gone pretty far over. So while we're waiting for Yang to do his assessment, I will say you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's see what Yang thinks this is going to cost. 67K? Do it. That'll be okay. Work on that Centurion as the top priority. Okay. And then let's go ahead and ready up the blackjack. We're not going to actually have it good to go just yet. Can we ready a dervish? No, but we're really close on that. Okay, sounds good. We'll go ahead and ready that blackjack. It does have a lot of ballistic slots available. And that is, of course, the Omni variant. And I just want to check to see what's in here. I'm not going to refit this until next episode, though. Okay. Sounds good. As I said, I need to put that cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will see you all next time when we get this blackjack set back up.